Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 287 of Constructing Los Angeles. How is everybody doing? We are back on this city today, ready to continue to make some building progress. And today I'm going to be continuing to work on the townhouses. I know you guys are probably like, oh no, not more townhouses. Oh my god, you've been working on these things forever, Dan. Why can't you just finish them? Well, guys, I can tell you one thing. I'm getting very close to having them done. I've made a lot of progress on them in the last couple of days on my streams and off camera as well. And we actually have all the bedrooms and all the bathrooms furnished for all four of the townhouses on this side of the street. So it's looking pretty good. We're getting there. You know, it's not quite done yet. I still have to do most of the first floors for each one of these buildings, but it's coming along slowly but surely, and we will get it done. So let me just give you guys a quick brief of basically what I've accomplished. So if you come inside the first one over here, we have all the walls put in. I actually started to switch out the colors. My plan for the walls and the interior, since I don't want them to just be all white like I put them in as, I actually switched out some of the walls for like 3 different colors. So this particular house, the colors are white, cyan wool, and then acacia wood, which I think is a good combination of colors. So that is the colors for both the first and the second floor up here, and even the third floor as well. So as you can see, we have some cyan wool mixed in with some acacia wood and some white wool. Everything looks nice. And it kind of meshes together pretty good. Same thing here for the top floor, and that's kind of how I'm going to be doing things on each one of the houses. So every house is going to have 3 different blocks that kind of go well with each other, and that's going to be like the main walls of the interior. So continuing on with that, like I said, I've done all the bathrooms and the bedrooms for all 4 buildings actually. So here's like a bathroom here, and this bathroom would work for this bedroom right here as well as this one. And then there's actually another hallway bathroom here on the side with a shower in it. And this one is basically for this room over here. So we got a magenta wool bed, which is I think the first time I've ever done that. So that's pretty cool. And you know, that's coming along pretty nice. I mean, pretty much the last thing to do on this floor is just hallway closets pretty much. And then up there, we're going to do some stuff. But I'll probably end up working on this house today. I just want to finish giving you guys the updates, I guess. But it's coming along pretty good, guys. I did set a month deadline, so my goal, I said this on my stream last night, so if I set up my stream, I have to say it on my video. I'm planning on releasing Los Angeles this July, like this month. By the end of the month, Los Angeles will be up for download. I know that's kind of like crazy to say, but I'm not ready to set myself a hard deadline in terms of a date, but I am willing to say that I think I'm going to be able to get the world done by the end of the month. So I said it on my stream, so I can't, just not include you guys who are watching the YouTube videos who can't catch the stream. So I figured I would do something like that, kind of just have like a railing there. I know it takes up a little bit of space. It really doesn't actually, because it was still 1 block of opening anyway, but I kind of like how there's a railing there. I think it looks a little bit better. So I'll be doing that through each one of the houses, just adding that real quick. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to be trying to release the world this month. I'm getting pretty close to having it finished. So, it's definitely possible for me to release it this month. I'm going to have this townhouses done within the next week. I'm going to have the hospital done within probably the next 2 weeks. So it's only July 2nd right now. So I got like 28 days to finish this thing, or however many days there are in July. I think there's 31 days in July. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the goal right now. So hopefully I can, continue to hold that up and actually finish it in time. So let me actually just add these railings on each one of these staircases. I actually kind of like this. I don't know if I want to put it here though, because it's kind of like a half thing. I think I'll just leave it normally for that, but like for the first floor, I do pretty much like that for the most part. So that's good. But anyway, let me fly back over here and get started with some furnishing. I want to try to do some of that today. In here is going to be kind of like I don't know how to really explain this, but I'm just going to kind of get started on it. I have a question of the day to answer as well, so I'll be going through that as well. But let's just start building, why not? All right, so I'm going to grab some blocks here. I'm going to try to make this look pretty nice. Hopefully I can execute it so it looks pretty good. I'm going to try to get some, let's see, nether rack. Where the heck is nether rack nowadays? Here it is. Nether rack, because I'm going to have a fireplace in this room, so hopefully that'll turn out pretty good. But yeah, let's get started. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Because this right here is kind of like blocking this path here. So I don't know. Maybe I could just reduce this to just 1, possibly. I don't know, does this peek to the outside? Ooh, it does. Okay. So I guess that's why I didn't do that. We'll put it back to the way it was. Again, I don't really have too much of an issue with that, but let's see. We'll make that light gray wool again. So basically around the edge of this room, and I'm just going to count that part as the edge of the room, I'm going to be putting a lining of dark oak wood logs. I've been doing this actually in all the bedrooms of these houses, putting like a trim of logs around the outside of the like the perimeter of the floor, I guess you could say. And I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to try to be doing the same thing here. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. I mean, just assume that there's going to be like a corner there. You know, I'm not going to try to like turn it around this corner. I just don't think that's going to work very well. So next thing I'm going to do is put in a trim of stairs. So I know you guys probably have seen this before, but for some reason putting stairs in a floor just makes it add more detail. I never really understood this design, and then it kind of clicked with me. So I kind of like using it. It's pretty fun. It does make the floor look a little bit more detailed, I will say that. But so we'll do something like that, and just like that we have like a floor that's like way more detailed than, you know, these standard oak floors. I could even add another thing here if I really want to make it like extra fancy. I could do something like that. That would just make it super fancy. I guess I can do that. It's supposed to, don't really think about it as like little openings in the floor. Just think about it more of like shading if it was like a carpet or something like that. I think that's how you have to kind of look at it. But regardless, let's add a fireplace right here, since that's kind of what this room is going to be representing. It's just going to be like a little corner fireplace. I'll probably just open this up since there's actually cobblestone. I don't think I can break that. Yeah, that sticks to the outside. But that's no big deal. I can break this in here, put acacia wood. It's funny because the acacia wood doesn't really look like wood. It looks more like bricks than wood, so you would think that it would be immune to the fire, but it's actually the complete opposite. But that's totally okay. I'm going to actually put in some netherrack right there, and that's going to be a fireplace, which I'll probably just throw down either some anvils or some black stained glass. I don't think that matches the theme very well. Let's do anvils. We'll throw those in front of the fire, or instead of anvils, I could just go with like normal acacia wood planks, or acacia wood slabs, I should say. That might look a little bit better. Now, really, there's a bunch of options for that, but that's kind of what I want to do with that corner. There's going to be a fireplace there. I'm not going to light it right now. Actually, I could because the fire spread is off, but I'm probably going to actually just light it, see what it looks like, and then, you know, take it off. So let's see. So that's kind of what the fireplace is going to look like. I don't know if I like that with the slabs there. I think I might like it more. Yeah, I like it more with the anvils. I don't know why. I just do. All right. Well, anyway, let's do a couple more things here. I'm gonna grab some flower pots. I'm gonna actually just put a flower pot up there just so it adds a little bit more detail. Speaking of detail, we're gonna have to add some anvils in the corner here, and put a couple of spruce wood. I think I'm still in the desert. I'm pretty sure I'm still in the desert. Let me just confirm this. Yep, still in the desert, so I still have to use the spruce leaves, which I'm fine with. They still look pretty good. So we're going to have a fireplace there, and then the rest of this room is going to be probably like a table and like a couch or like a sitting area or something like that. For that, I'm probably going to do acacia wood to match the theme of the fireplace. So what I'll probably end up doing is something like this, guys. I'm going to do 2 full blocks with the slabs, and then place a couple of like chairs, love seats, whatever you want to call them, on each side of this. I think this is gonna work pretty good. We'll do a couple of those. So I have 2 of those right there, and then I can pretty much, you know, leave it like that. Honestly, that's pretty good. I could probably put like a table here in this corner like that, put a flower pot over whatever I want to on top of that. But that's like kind of what I want to do with this room. It's just supposed to be like a little entry room that you can sit in. I think it looks pretty good. It's got a nice atmosphere. As far as the ceiling goes, like what designs I want to put in here, I mean, I have plenty of options. I might do some dark oak wood slabs to match the floor. I could totally do that. Let me see if I can just have this run around the corner here. So the shape of the room does throw it off a little bit, but I'm not really too worried about it. So take that across through there. Do something like that. I could even just take that around the corner if I wanted. I don't know if that's good or not, but actually, it does look pretty nice. All right, so I'll go with that. And then as far as like the lighting in the ceiling, I think I'll just leave it and maybe just put like a lamp on this table instead of doing any ceiling lighting, because I think it'll look a little bit better if it's dimly lit in here because like the fireplace and stuff. So that's how I'll do that room. That looks pretty good. It's kind of like a little entry room, and you can walk straight through if you want. You don't even really have to go in there. So that's pretty good. So we'll leave that how it is for now, and we'll move on to this room here, which is going to be a dining room. And while I'm working on this room, guys, I'm going to answer today's question of the day, because we have one to answer. I think it's a pretty interesting one. It's something I've never even really thought about. So We'll jump into that right now. Today's question of the day comes from Jason Noel, and the question is, if you were homeless and lived in LD, where would you live? So that is the question. Thank you very much for that one, Jason, and let's jump into the answer. So this is a tough one because it's like I never even thought about that, because if you're homeless, right, you can't just, live in the Alpine Mansion, right? That's not how it works. You'd have to find a place to live around the city, and that's pretty tough. So where would that place be? And a lot of people were like chiming in on this one in the comments. It was like, I think it was pretty highly upvoted. It had like 53 thumbs up or something like that. So a lot of people thought this was a good question, so I had to answer it. And the question is, like, where would you sleep? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go fly around the city and see if I can find a spot. So if I was homeless in Los Angeles, where would I live? This is like honestly one of the more difficult questions to answer. I don't even know. My first thought would be like here, underneath this bridge, kind of a safe area, a kind of a shelter, not really, but at least you're not gonna get rained on if it was to rain. Again, it's not like in the middle of the city, so it's a safer area, I suppose, if you're thinking about it like that. But then again, you're like kind of like the troll under the bridge, so maybe that's not the best spot. I don't know. Let's find another spot. Does Papa Lags' house count as homeless if you were to live in here? That's an interesting question. So I don't know, guys. This is a really tough question. I'm not really sure how to answer this one, because I don't really know. But it's an intriguing thought, right? Maybe I should make like a homeless shelter in Los Angeles or something like that. I don't know. But thank you very much for that question, Jason. Interesting one. I honestly would be interested to see how you guys would answer that, because I'm really kind of stumped. I don't know where I live if I was if I didn't have a house in LD. That would be kind of an interesting situation, but still a pretty cool question though. It's definitely something that you got to think about. So maybe I'll think of a better answer and I can come back later, but I want to try to keep the building grind going here. But regardless though, thank you for the question. Very good one. You guys can leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section below. Send one to me on Twitter if you want. That also works. Whatever's easiest for you guys. I'll try to find one for next episode. That's cool. And, just the same old song and dance, right? So anyway, I'm putting in this dining room table here. Doing a dining room table I've done for a while, I should say. And I think it looks pretty good. I did this on, I think, the apartments in maybe the Eclipse Tower or maybe even the Grandiose Apartments. Something or other like that. Put a couple of flowers there because that looks pretty good. And that's basically how I'm going to do this dining room table in this room. I think that looks pretty solid. I can definitely get behind that. Fits the room very nicely. So we'll go with that. And then over here, guys, we are going to add the kitchen. So for the kitchen, I'm going to at least I'm going to try to do a standard Dangeles kitchen. Nothing too fancy about it. We'll just basically what I usually do is add kind of like an island. Well, this is more of a peninsula since it's connected to the wall, but regardless, you guys understand the little kitchen lingo. Add that in, and then I'll probably have this wrap around and connect to there. And then what I'm probably going to end up doing is having some cabinets right here. And since I don't have paintings currently, actually, before I even say that, I might actually have paintings right now. So what I usually do is place a couple of chiseled blocks, and that represents where the microwave would be. I am out of painting, so rip me, but that's okay because I can place some buttons there, and those are going to be like the cabinets. So I usually do something like that. I might even extend this out one extra block here. If I were to grab some acacia slabs, I can do some stools here, for if you're eating breakfast or whatnot. I'll probably end up putting the refrigerator right here, so let's actually throw that in real quick. And you guys know how I've been doing my refrigerators for a while now. Use the backwards furnaces and then throw down a dropper in the middle, which looks like the water dispenser on it, which is pretty cool. And then just replace the ceiling, so that's pretty good. And then back here, I'm gonna grab my polished andesite blocks again and actually just place those running straight across. We have kind of an opening in the counter because we have the back door to the back porch here, which is totally okay. No issues with that. I want to actually add some furnaces probably right here. Throw these in. Gotta place that there. And then I think I'm gonna do washer and dryer. Or what am I talking about? Washer and dryer. Dishwasher, I should say, not washer. Dishwasher, not regular washer. And let's go ahead and place just one of those right there. That's what I'll use for it. I use that for the normal washer as well, but I'll just do both. Why not? So we'll put that in. And then like that's pretty much, solid looking kitchen. Can't complain. Looks pretty nice. I could do maybe like smoke escape or something, but I think I'll pass on that. But yeah, that overall looks pretty good. Maybe I can actually put the stove right here instead. And that way we can have like a fan underneath the microwave. At least that's what I have in my house, so that makes a little bit more sense, I think. So we'll do that there instead. And maybe even go back to like the old school days where we used to put detector rails over top of the furnaces to look like the top of the stove, which I'm actually still okay with. That design actually kind of holds up even up to 2016. So that'll be our kitchen. I already put in the laundry room in here, as well as the little half bathroom there, powder room, whatever you want to call it. And we have these 2 rooms put in. So really the last thing I have to do is just basically do a big living room space, and that's really the last thing I'm going to put in. So I'm going to grab some dark oak wood stairs and slabs for this. I'm going to do a nice big table here. And of course, since like I said earlier, don't have paintings unfortunately right now, so I'll do the 2x4 television placeholder because I don't have paintings. I think I might be able to actually convert the world to PC and place all the paintings and then convert it back. I think that should work because there's no item limit on PC, and it shouldn't, I don't know, we'll see if that's actually possible. If that's the case, then that's actually like a revelation. But anyway, we'll do something like that. That'll be our TV. And then of course, I'll probably be adding like a couch and maybe even like a carpet or something like that. For carpet, what block do I want to use for that? I was thinking maybe some green. Could be a nice combo with the cyan. I think green, cyan, and what's the other block? The acacia is a good combo, so maybe I can use some green here in the floor, and that could ultimately look pretty nice. So I'll do a 4x6 of carpet right there. It's kind of an area rug more than a carpet. And I can do some black stained glass as a little coffee table in front of the television, and then I'll put my couch right there behind it. So I guess we can throw that in as well. So for the couch, what blocks do I want to use for this? Plenty of options. I think I'm going to go with, let's see, snow. Let's do dark oak wood and brown. I think that's a pretty good combo of colors. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 7, 6. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place some slabs. Have ourselves a nice couch there. Probably end up throwing down another one of those seats that I built in the first room that we made this episode. Throw down a couple of these. I'm telling you, if I just like work on these interiors and actually like try to focus up and build them efficiently, I can get them done pretty quick. Alright, so what do I want to do next? I'm thinking about putting some sort of trim in this room overall on the ceiling. I don't know if this is going to look good or not, but I was thinking about doing, like the trim that I did in the other room, going all the way around with the dark oak wood. This might not fit the theme. We'll see. It could, it couldn't. We'll have to just, try it and see if I like it. But I'll have this run down and connect to there. Should I have it go around the corner like that? I could. I suppose I could. I don't know if I like it going up against that wall. Maybe I'll just have it stop there and just leave that wall normal. I don't know. I feel like if you don't finish the whole thing, it doesn't really look complete. So maybe I'll just scrap that. But really, the last thing I have to do is just add some lighting in this room because it's a little dark. So a couple ways I can do this. The first thing I'm going to do actually is kind of just do like a lamp that's going to just be in the area. So I'll put it right here, 2 blocks tall of fences, and then place a beacon. That's just going to be like, a tall lamp in the room. And then I could also add some glowstone in the ceiling if I want. I don't know if I want to do that actually, because I don't know, it just, to me, adding glowstone in the ceiling, I don't think it's necessary most of the time. You can find other ways to light stuff. Also, I'm going to get rid of this trim here. It looks good in certain parts, but if it's not complete, then it's not going to work. I could find a way to maybe separate the kitchen and this room because they're all kind of in one big space. I don't know, maybe there could be some sort of divider wall or something going through here. Maybe I could try that. I don't know if I'm going to probably not just going to pass on that, but I'm going to probably add some more details to the floors and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to leave these floors as oak wood because oak wood floors are just, I don't know, I do that too much. I want to try to mix it up a little bit, but I can always add little details in the floor like this, where I put in the stairs like I did at the beginning of the episode. It adds a little bit of detail, makes it look a little bit better, I think, so I can do that. Fill that all the way around, and maybe turn it right there as well. But, you know, we've been made some good progress here, I think, on this. This is looking pretty good. What I might do is just add one last little table here in between this space, because we just need something to fill this area. And I could probably end up doing another Danville's anvil, and I'll probably end up adding a lamp here as well. So if I can decide what blocks I want to use here, if I can actually do that. Honestly, it's amazing how it's been like forever since they updated the creative menu, and I'm still like not 100% used to it. Alright, so we'll do that. And then I think I'll just add another Danville's anvil in this corner, because why not? And then I could probably also place a button. And then last but not least, we can do a daisy in a flower pot. Oh, whoops. And that can be this room. So this is pretty much, you know, almost done. Not quite. Probably going to add a little bit more detail to the floor and figure out what I want to do with the ceilings. But it's looking pretty good in here. We got the laundry room. We got the kitchen. We got the bathroom, the living room. We got the dining room. We got the little sitting room in here, whatever you want to call it. Kind of the main room with the staircases that lead down to the down here to the garage, which is going to be a fitness room over here, by the way. I already have the cars put in, but I haven't done the rest of it yet, so we'll do that later. And then up here we have the bedrooms, the bathrooms, all that stuff. And then the third floor is going to be like a recreational area, an office and stuff like that, which I'll add later as well. But we're making some good progress here. I wanted to, my goal of this episode was to kind of get the first floor done on one of these houses, so that's a good thing to finish. But I'll keep running this out, guys. Again, it's probably only going to take me about a week longer to finish all these houses here, and that's going to be pretty good. So thank you guys for watching another episode of CLD. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I will be back at you guys for episode 288 in a couple of days. And of course, guys, if you want to leave a question of the day in the comment section, feel free, and I will try to find one that's cool for next episode and answer it. So guys, it's been Dangeles. Hopefully you did enjoy this episode, doing some furnishing, getting closer and closer to finishing these townhouses, and closer and closer to finishing Los Angeles on the 360 overall. So thank you guys for watching. It's been Dangeles. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.